Hey guys, so today I was actually watching a video and it sparked my um, thing. I don't know what to call it, but I've been seeing these kind of videos a lot in the last like maybe 2 years where, and this is gonna get a little weird, but brace yourself, where black people think that they created all of civilization. They were Scottish, they were samurai. Well, one samurai. That's never actually happened. They were all kings and queens. They built the pyramids, which they really didn't. Um, Maybe some pyramids south of Egypt, but not in Egypt, because in Egypt, they're not white, but they're technically Caucasian. You know what I mean? They're like the Middle Eastern people, which are technically Caucasian, just not white like me. I mean, I'm not white. You can see I'm red, so I guess that means I'm Native American, which I'm 100% not. Very German, very Nordic. Um, but anyways, so I was watching this video, and apparently now a lot of people, black people in Atlanta, think that Atlanta is built upon the capital of Atlantis. Seriously, like, I mean, this is a real thing, dude. Like, we, I'm laughing, you're probably laughing, but they really are pushing this, right? So they think that the capital of Atlantis is where Atlanta is. I mean, it's so hard to say this, like, seriously, because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, first of all, Atlantis doesn't exist. It never did. Plato was writing a story about how a mighty civilization um, that became greedy and whatever fell. Okay, it's because he was a philosopher. Okay, so the whole point of the story is if you get too big and you forget to be for the people, you will fall. That was the point. There's no real Atlantis. I mean, I would love to know and find out that Atlantis was real. Believe me, I really would. But it's not. Like we all thought, the eye of the Sahara was Atlantis. I mean, it makes sense, but it's not real. But if it were real, that'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. And then, of course, if you ever watched Battlestar Galactica, not the original, because I honestly I never liked the original, but the more modern one, I did like that. The city that they at the end, spoiler alert, um, was concentric rings. Okay, it's basically Atlantis. Okay, just what it is. So this idea of Atlantis, while very cool, it's not real. It's not real. I'm sorry. It's really not. Lemuria is not real. Mu is not real. I'm sorry. It's not real. No matter who wants it to be real. So, anyways, let's get back on track. So, so a bunch of these black folk, they have been for the last few years saying we were kings and queens in Africa, we ruled the world, we were Scottish, we were samurai, we built the pyramids, yada yada yada. So you're telling me You went from being kings and queens, all of you, because there can only be one king and one queen, but you all were kings and queens and possibly gods. And a whole bunch of people in Africa are living in mud huts. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. Come on. Let's be real, okay? I ain't a racist, but let's be real. It doesn't work like that, okay? So one of the arguments that that I heard was that for the Atlantis to Atlanta thing was that their country was destroyed long ago, and then they were shipped to Africa, which apparently they were already kings and queens in. So how are they there? But they were also indigenous to North and South America. They were the first indigenous people. Keep going, keep going. You're going to like this. So now they're kings and queens in Africa, building a huge Wakanda, civilization, which never existed. Just never happened. I'm sorry, it never happened. Your best bet is Liberia. That's about it. Which only happened fairly recently in history. Anyways, so then they were captured by white people and put in chains, which also never happened. We didn't capture them. In fact, their own people, mostly in Ghana, captured them because they were already slaves and sold them to white people. So, believe whatever you want to believe. Don't believe facts or history. Just believe whatever you want to believe. It's whatever. It's whatever. So then they were sent back to their original homeland in North America, right? I mean, aside from the fact that they were sold everywhere, we're just talking about American slavery, all right? So, sold back to America in chains. Come to find that their homeland is destroyed. All right. So, white people had not set foot on North America until 1492 with Columbus. Okay? And if we're talking that your ancient history, you were killed by somebody and your civilization is gone, and then you got shipped back, not back to Africa, and that's where you created this glorious civilization that never happened. So who would have killed your people? Oh, that would be the indigenous people. But if you say you were the indigenous people, that means you killed yourself. You destroyed your own civilization. See where I'm going with this? All right. So this basically checks out. Okay. Because, and I hate to say it, but the black community pretty much destroys itself. They always cry. When a black kid is killed by another black kid, because that's usually what happens. They always cry like, oh, we need to stand together and we got to stop this violence. It never stops. Never stops. For the entire, I'm 45. For the entirety of my life, it has never stopped. All these candlelight vigils, it never helps. Why? Don't know. So if you're going to claim, if you're black and you're going to claim that your people dominated the entire earth, you also have to accept that you destroyed yourself too. Just the way it is. I mean, look at Africa. I mean, there are some thriving areas, but it's a shithole. It's a shithole. The thriving areas are the ones that, I don't know, white people tend to be in. It's just the way it is. And it's not because we're better than you. It really isn't. It's because black people tend to be assholes. It's just the way it is, man. I mean, there are plenty of white people who are assholes. Christ, black people online are claiming they were the Vikings. And I'm like, well, you know, the Vikings, which would be people from like my bloodline kind of people, they were not good people. Why would you claim that? Why would you claim that? Oh, because they're terrible people. And are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Like, so you want to take the worst of us and claim it as your own? All right, cool. I guess that's fine. Because it's not true whatsoever. And that whole thing with the samurai thing, like, yes, there was a black guy, but he was a slave to, I think it was a Catholic priest or something like that. And they were in Japan. And I think it was Nobunaga who took a liking to him because he was black. Like, he'd never seen anybody with that skin color. And he made him a vassal. He was like, hey, can I buy your slave? And he bought him. But he was never a samurai. He was literally a slave, again, to a Japanese guy. Just like, look, be proud of who you are, where you're from. Be proud of your history. If your history sucks, bro, I'm sorry. It sucks. But be proud of it. Be proud of where you came from. My family comes from Germany and Switzerland. And more than likely, there's some Irish in there. More than likely, some more Nordic shit. Apparently Italy too, but I don't like Italy, so I don't care. Like, I don't claim that whatsoever. But be proud of who you are. Don't make up stories to make yourself feel better. We're all Americans here, man. We're all brothers and sisters. You know, I might not know you, but I know you. So with that, have a nice day.